Peace, everybody. This episode of the Major Mood Podcast was blessed by Tumaine Robbins. A true poet, Tumaine is not just a rapper, but an artist with an unwavering dedication to authenticity and storytelling, something you can hear throughout this interview as he shares a piece of his soul with listeners. Movemaker and moodmaker, Tumaine Robbins.
And they been talking crazy like I ain't the one to run it up. Thumbing through these hundreds, boy, you better get your numbers up. Used to hit the club and I ain't even have a...
My body covered in dope fashion.
I'm chilling, sipping that old fashioned.
Raw oysters with Tabasco.
And no radish.
There we go, my guy.
You been doing your homework.
All right, peace everybody. This is G Major here, and we are live with Tumaine Robbins on the Major Mood Podcast.
Yes, what's up? Tumaine Robbins, Carolina is in the building.
Your bio, it stood out to me so hard because you said storytelling and authenticity. Mm-hmm. I listened to your music, storytelling and authenticity, 100%. And then on top of that, your content strategy, which we spoke about briefly before we sat down, but the Rolls Royce listening sessions, my G, this guy actually picked up his fans in a Rolls Royce and showed him his new project.
Yeah.
So, damn, like, I haven't seen that done before. It's really, really refreshing. Mm-hmm. And you're really refreshing as a lyricist. I have to say, so I listened to a few of your tracks, obviously Denim Tears, that's what I was just spitting. But also Just Another Love Song. Mm-hmm. I have to say, as a rapper myself, not every rapper can hit the love song on the head. Like sometimes you'll even hear like an R&B, you know, they have the R&B hook and the rapper on it and the verse kind of feels like a filler. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Exactly,
like your verses, there is no filler. I could see you really going the distance with working with other R&B artists and artists of different genres, but you're very versatile and you are a songwriter. So
I appreciate that.
I just want to say that.
I'll take pride in that, so I appreciate that for real.
Yeah. So I have to ask you, like, is there something about your process that you focus on when you're working? Like, do you write by yourself? Is there like, could you give us like a quick day in the life of like what you do when you make music?
Yeah, it's weird. So usually I'm by myself. I used to love writing in the car, but now I just sit on the couch and I'm chilling. But I come up with one line. And so that one line, after like I hear the beat is usually what tells me what to say. One line, and then I fill in everything else after that. It's like, how can I come up with a starting point? And that starting point might turn out to be the middle. It might be a second verse. It might be the hook.
Right.
But it's just one line.
And when you hit that one line, you kind of know like, I got something.
Yep.
Like, there's an energy from this.
Exactly.
Yeah, I felt that similarly too. Like, if I hear a beat and I can come up with like that first punchline, I know I could go.
It's that one.
Yeah, and you know that's why, like, you know, I've interviewed a lot of people today, but you're there not a lot of rappers actually. So, and not a lot of lyricists. So you really, and please, I mean, explain this to go along with his content strategy. Besides the Rolls Royce listening sessions, and besides, he's been doing crazy stuff over old school beats. You were rapping a crazy verse over Busta Rhymes, Put Your Hands Where My Eyes Can See. You also got something else that I think is really dope. So if you want to speak on that a little bit.
Yeah, for sure. So with like my rollout strategy for the project, I wanted to just do something different that I haven't seen. And so it started with the Rolls Royce listening party. I mean, with the Rolls Royce listening experience. Then I had a rooftop listening party. And at the release / listening party, I provided a booklet. So it kind of serves as like an insert from back in the day where we had to, you know, you get your CD, you're at the credits about the artist.
You used to have lyrics and everything sometimes.
Yeah. And so I kind of wanted this to be a placeholder and as a take home, a keepsake. And it kind of just bring back like the allowing fans and supporters to be a part of the music, a part of that process. And so I also included the thank yous on the back to everyone who played a role, you know, in the music, whether it was just a listen, encouragement, you were in the studio with me while I was recording it, like all of that doesn't go unnoticed. So I want you to feel appreciated as well.
Wow. Yeah, no, so thank you so much. You gifted me one, and I'm sure there's other people out here who would like to take that home with them. Yeah. Such an amazing artist, and really, like I said, refreshing these days because your lyrics, they take you somewhere. Like when you rap, I kind of like, the reason I even spit your verse to you when you came in here is I felt like I was chilling, sipping the old fashioned when I was listening to it, you know? So I want to touch on, like, a lot of times in life, people will say that they're going through something. And I like to really change the narrative. I like to change the narrative instead of going through something, growing through something. And so I want to ask you to know you a little deeper. Is there anything, maybe it's an obstacle, maybe that's not even the way to phrase it, but is there something that you're learning from, that you're growing through, that is making you a better person, a better artist, and helping you to evolve?
Yeah, that's a good one. So I guess I kind of want to start at the beginning on like what started me to like have to grow through something. So this is very deep.
That's what we're here for. I love this. I love this stuff.
When I was 18, it was a day before my sophomore year classes started in college. My mom called me and my stepfather was murdered. And the last time we talked was a few days before, like before I like drove up to school, and we got into like a kind of a playful argument, petty argument, but he was talking about my music. And he said, you don't go hard enough. You're never going to make it. But kind of as like like to push me, you know, like you need to put in more work. And the last thing I said to him was like, I'm going to make it and I'm going to prove you wrong. And then we didn't talk for like 2 days. And then I got that phone call. And so like my promise has been my thing has been to keep that promise and to keep my word on what I said. And as I've been growing and transitioning as an artist, you know, I'm very lyrical, you know, I like witty and clever wordplay, and that's not the popular sound. So I've been trying to find ways on how can I like still maneuver through this game and to make sure my voice is still heard. And you talked about my marketing, and so that's something that I recently picked up just from one, it was great, like what we've been hearing on the panels, but just watching other artists. Who are some artists that I like? Who are some artists that, you know, I resonate with? And how can I do what they do but make it my own? And so that's on my content strategy, just the everyday thing. I'm at the barbershop, getting a haircut. At the bar, sipping an old fashioned. And I'm getting content around all of that. Because one, it's true to me. And so whoever listens to my music is going to be real or relate to them or resonate with them in some way, shape, or fashion.
So, wow.
It was a lot.
You know, it wasn't a lot. It was actually perfect. And it says a lot about the soul of your stepfather, because a lot of fathers or stepfathers might say, not say you're not going hard enough. They might say, why are you doing music? So it shows that he supported you and that he wanted you to do good and he wanted you to make it. And I really do, like, I look at you and I'm listening to you right now, and the way you're even to describe that experience and how you grew through that and how you make it have like purpose in what you do every day to make sure you make it happen. It's beautiful, and I appreciate that.
Thank you.
I guess I have to ask you, you mentioned you kind of, when you're doing your content strategy, look at other artists or like people that you look up to. I like to do this segment, I haven't done it yet today, but it's called Manifested Collabs. So I want on the Major Mood Podcast us to manifest some collaborations. Is there an artist that you would like to work with, that you want to put that out there into the universe?
Oh yeah, absolutely. So he was here today, Piff Marty.
Okay.
Piff is dope.
Piff Marty?
Yeah, he's dope. Fire. La Russell. So those are two.
Okay, L.A. Russell?
Yep.
Okay.
So those
La
are
Russell. Is it La Russell?
Yeah, La Russell. Yeah. So those are two. And also Russ. Russ is a third.
Okay.
But like they're independent artists, and they figured it out. And it like me as an artist who like has a similar style of music, lets me know it's possible.
Yeah.
And one, I'm just a fan of their work. So I think manifesting a collab, like,
I love
it'll
it.
be amazing.
We're gonna stamp that. Remember that.
Stamp on it.
Name them again. Say them again.
Piff, La Russell, and Russ.
And there we go. And you know, you mentioned that they figured it out. Is there something that you feel like you're still trying to figure out? Like, is there something that like feels like an obstacle to you or a blind spot where like you would benefit from more help maybe on the business side of things? Or, you know, a lot of industry professionals would say that like the most successful artists have a really good balance of their business and their creativity. And it seems like you're dedicated. So is there anywhere you feel like, I wish I knew a little bit more? Or?
Yeah, I think I guess not anything that I wish I knew a little more, I guess I wish I would have done things sooner. So
I feel
like,
that.
my whole mantra now is just do it.
Yeah.
Like I'm from North Carolina. I flew up here just to be at the Digilogue. It's just do it. Don't overthink it. If you feel compelled, you feel a pull at your heartstring, just do it. Just go. And so like my thing has been being consistent with content. It's like, okay, I make the music, but how do I promote my music? I was like, these people promote their music every day. It was like, if I say, oh, I want to be the best, I want to have, a broad fan base, I want to be successful and have a career in music.
You got to put the work in.
I got to put that work in on the other side.
Yeah.
I need to market it, be creative. And, those are things that I'm learning. And I feel that was an obstacle. And it's like, it might not get enough likes. Or, or have anxiety about posting.
Yeah.
It's like, no, forget that. Just do it. Just do it.
Well, listen, I don't know what you believe in, but I believe in God. And
Yes.
I believe that with your type of the way you move and the dedication you have, that you're only going to get blessings back coming your way. And I can't wait to see you blossom and bloom.
I appreciate that.
And I also can't wait to see you spit a 16 right now, because it's a part of the Major Mood episode where you got to set the mood.
Oh, man, you put me on the spot.
I am putting you on the
But
spot.
I'm always ready.
You're a move maker. You're a mood maker. Set the mood right here. Tremaine Robbins.
Who on your top list? It ain't valid unless I'm top pick. Like an afro, get your top pick. Still in my bag like I shoplift. You a waste cause you not hip. Carolina, where it happened, homie. Frequency on a different wavelength. You don't really want no static, homie. My God, bro, keep a loaded Glock in case we get close to ops. People be snapping but never explode a shot. They capping like soda tops. Shout out to Stunner Big 4 times. Where people get hung like clotheslines. Say they want beef, so I raise steaks just to find out they vegan the whole time. Yo, I got big bread, got big cheese. That's a calzone, homie. If it ain't, that's all I got. That's all I got.
No, time on. I need you to go back. What did you say? Something about steaks, so I find out that they vegan the whole time?
Oh, yeah.
Please say that again.
Say they want beef, so I raise steaks just to find out they vegan the whole time.
I love it. I love it, yo.
Wait, I got one more.
Let's go.
I got one more.
Let's go.
So, I'm trying to find my inner joy, been drowning out the noise. I'm grateful I'm employed, but boy, I'm trying to use my voice, cause I'm the realest rapper I know. Trillest with that pen pad combo, illest with this lyrical ensemble. Pronto, how I need it like JG. Young brother leading the whole pack just like KG. Can never replace me, a one of one, the only one. Bet dollars flash from this cannon here, make them say cheese. Can't you tell? I've been killing it. Hey, what's a judge when my pen giving life sentences? How ironic, that's what life gets you. No, I handle bars like a bicycle, so it's only right I give my life with you. Oh my, no small forwards, I dream greater. My center is my king savior, gave me the power for it, but that's besides the point like a wing player. Just know that my team major.
Bro, I don't know if y'all watch basketball, but this dude just named the whole lineup. I saw that, yo.
Light work.
If that's light work, I'm scared to see the heavy work. Yo, Tremaine, tell them what you got coming out. Go ahead,
so
shameless plug, my G.
Fashionably Late is out on all streaming platforms. Videos coming soon, more content coming soon. And I guess the idea around the project is, if you're gonna be late to anything, arrive in high fashion. But that's the goal.
I love it. Listen, it's a major mood. I'm here with Tremaine Robbins. It's been a blessing. Thank you so much.
Thank you, it's a pleasure.
Yeah.
It's a major mood.
Hey, and they been talking crazy like I ain't the one to run it up. Thumbing through these hundreds, boy, you better get your numbers up. Used to hit the club and I ain't